bullshit!
What's going on YouTube? You're chilling with Trainer Zavza, and we are here today for an RU battle. I know it's been a long time, except this time it's ORAS, not X and Y. So I can bring you some ORAS content. I've got a couple battles lined up that I just need to get recorded and ready to just ship out to you guys. So, looking at this first battle, this is my first RU team trying it out and ORAS, and I've got a Steelix, not Mega Steelix, of course. I've got Whoa, Cats, what are you doing? Go away. Go away. Weird cats. Anyway, I've got a Steelix, not Mega Steelix, but it is Sheer Force, just so I can get some pretty good attack. It's mostly offensive. I've got an Electros, which is specially offensive with knockoff. I've got a Sharpedo, which is, this is going to be my Mega for my UU team, and I think it has Destiny Bond, Protect, Waterfall, and Crunch. Just to take care of just to take advantage of getting that first turn Protect with Speed Boost, then going for the Mega, and if I need to, go for Destiny Bond to be a potential sacrifice. I've got a Specially Defensive Gallade, which is sure to help me out. I mean, Specially Defensive Gallade is a monster, especially with Bulk Up. A Physically Defensive Alomomola, which is just all in all a good Pokemon. And finally, a Sceptile, which, not Mega Sceptile, I think that's OU. I actually don't know if it's OU or not, but not Mega Sceptile, it's just standard Unburden. I'm running Dragon Pulse on it until I can find some time to put like Hidden Power Rock on it with the Action Replay. But anyway, looking at my opponent's team, he's got Tangrowth, maybe Assault Vest, Physically Defensive, probably one of those. Most definitely a choiced Typhlosion with Eruption. Whimsicott, for the longest time, like at the beginning of this battle, I couldn't remember what it did, but I remember now. Just general annoyance. A Cacturne, which is going to be really fun to deal with. A Golbat, which is really bulky, and a Purloin, I almost said Purloin, that's a different Pokemon. And a Purugly, which is kind of weird. It's just weird in the way that it needs to be played. Like, I could never get used to playing with it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the battle. My opponent was I believe it was someone on Twitch. No, it wasn't someone on Twitch. It was, I actually asked for this battle out on Twitter. And if I can find that tweet, I'll go ahead and link him in the description. He's going to start off with a Fake Out in his Purugly, I don't know what predicting, I mean, just to break the sturdy, I guess, but even then, it does such little damage that I'm able to get back up to full with my leftovers, and I just want to get up my first turn rocks. Here, he sends out Diabolical, and he's going to go for the Encore to Encore me into rocks, and I completely forgot this was a thing with Whimsicott. Like, just being away from the metagame so long, I completely forgot that Encore Whimsicott, well, at least in this Wi-Fi battle, I was forgetting about Encore Whimsicott. However, I did think that it might try and go for some kind of Spore or Leech Seed, so I sent out my Sceptile to be able to just absorb the hit. And I know that these things can be bulky if they want to. They can like forego speed, rely on Prankster for their priority. And I make a double into Steelix so that way I can start going for Gyro Balls without any worry. I mean, I've got my rocks up, so now I can just focus on full out offense. But he's going to go into Tangrowth after I go into Steelix, not wanting his Whimsicott to take any damage. And I think, you know what, I can't stand against this. This Tangrowth is going to be a massive problem to my team because it walls a lot of good stuff on my team. And the only thing I have to deal with it is this Electros, which was Assault Vest. And I'm hit it up with the Flamethrower. It's going to go for Gauge Drain. Without the Assault Vest, I don't take it as well as I'd like to. I can still take it okay. I mean, Electros has some pretty good bulk, but I don't take it as well as I like to. And as soon as he comes in with the other goal, or when he switches out, as soon as he sees the Flamethrower into the Golbat, trying to preserve his Tangrowth and getting off the Regenerator recovery, and goes for a Roost. Now, this is where my minus speed nature kind of bites me in the butt, but then again, Golbat is kind of fast anyway. I go for the Volt Switch, which is not going to be able to get special max damage on it, which if I knew that he was just going to Roost, I would have gone for Knockoff. If I knew he was going to go for Roost and was faster, I would have gone for Knockoff to get rid of his Highlight, and I go into my Sharpedo, and I predict the switch and go for the I believe I go for the Crunch, but he goes for the Toxic. He doesn't switch. I mean, here I thought for sure he'd try and switch, predicting my Ice Fang, but no deal. But I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Crunch, as on another Crunch except Mega, which means I'll get the Strong Jaw boost. I think it's Strong Jaw. Anyway, he brings in Whimsicott, and based off that damage, I think it might be physically defensive because Mecha Sharpedo has a really good attack stat, and with Stab, Crunch, and Strongjaw, I think I could have done more. I could have done a bit more than what I did before. Anyway, I go into my Steelix because it's probably the best check I have to Whimsicott. Sure, it can't take special moves, but thankfully it doesn't look like it has a grass move. I go for Fire Fang just in case he wants to switch into his Tangrowth again, and I can get out more damage off than I would have with Gyro Ball. Except now that I'm paralyzed, this actually helps me if I wanted to go for a Gyro Ball. So I figure as long as I'm paralyzed, I can actually get off some good damage against the Tangrowth, even if it's physically defensive. And he goes for Tailwind, which actually improves the power of my Gyro Ball even more. So I'm feeling actually pretty confident about this. I mean, I'm paralyzed. He's got a Tailwind up. I can keep going for Gyro Balls, and it's just going to do so much damage. He's going to go for Defog, get rid of the rocks. I wasn't really concerned about that. I was just concerned about going for Gyro Ball, getting off some damage, and finishing it off. Because I thought it would probably roost, but I didn't want to take any chances. I just wanted to kill it, you know, knock it out. And as he goes into his Cacturne, I'm going to pull back into my Electros, pretty much as fodder, but if it doesn't turn out that way, that's fine. I'm going to hit, I see that it's Leftovers Cacturne, and it kind of reminds me of a set I ran in 5th Gen. And now it's definitely reminds me of a set I ran in 5th Gen. I used to run a special Cacturne in 5th Gen that really was annoying. And it's good to see that that kind of Cacturne is still around. Because I do manage to survive the hit and take out his substitute with a Flamethrower as he goes for Sucker Punch. Not sure why he went for Sucker Punch. I mean, if I went for any other kind of like status move, like if I went for Coil or something, I don't know, Toxic, then it wouldn't have worked out for him. But he does manage to knock me out, and as I go into Sceptile and he pulls back, I'm going to go for the Focus Blast, predicting the Tangrowth to come in, and I'm like, oh, okay, screw this. I see that he's been trying to knock off my Sceptile since I brought it in before, so I'm going to switch into my Sharpedo, knowing I can resist the hit. And this right here, hold on, I'm going to pause the video right here. This is the most defining moment in this battle. This is the turn I say, you know what? I'm willing to bet that you can't resist this bait. And I thought, and when I switched into it, I thought, I can give him some bait. I need to get rid of this Tangrowth, otherwise I'm not going to win this battle, because the Tangrowth is the biggest thing in my way. However, this Tangrowth is going to go down now, because I send out my Sharpedo, he has no idea I have Destiny Bond, and he goes for the bait. So I go, Cats, stop it, this is very defining in the moment, just stop it. Anyway, I go for the Destiny Bond, he goes for the Giga Drain, taking the bait to knock out my Mega. It knocks me out, I take him down with me, and down goes the Tangrowth, which means down goes the biggest threat to his team. I still have threats on my team that I can use to knock him out, but that Gallade was probably the biggest threat on his team to me. So I know that I can win this battle now. There's nothing stopping me from coming in with Gallade, getting off some damage. Sure, he's got this Typhlosion, but I tank the hit, and I just eat the hit. I eat the Eruption, that explosion, Eruption. Because, you know, especially defensive Gallade is an absolute boss, especially with Bulk Up after getting off some damage. Now I'm at +1 attack. Hey, Cats, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Sorry, it's just Cats. Now I'm at +1 defense, +1 attack, which means my Drain Punches will be doing even more. I'll be able to take maybe 1 or 2 physically defensive hits, and I've got some nice HP back with that Drain Punch. So now he's only got 2 Pokemon left, I believe. He's got this Cacturne and his Purugly, and both of them I can hit with a super effective Drain Punch and give me back the HP, so I'm not that worried. I go for the Drain Punch as he goes for the Spiky Shield, which I completely forgot it gets this in ORAS, which is really cool. I like a Cacturne with Spiky Shield. And he goes for Sucker Punch, fearing he's slower, but that was a really bad move because I've justified. I have justified just for taking dark hits like knockoff. And I'm able to get an attack boost, which means the Drain Punch, even at +1, maybe the Purugly could have survived, depending on its investment, but now there's no way in hell it's going to survive. I'm at +2 attack, I got the Stab Drain Punch, I can knock it out. He goes for Fake Out just to get off a little bit more damage. It's not going to do anything. His fate is pretty much sealed. And here he shows me Play Rough. Holy crap, that was terrifying. I had no idea that Purugly got Play Rough. Must be another ORAS thing, if not, whatever. But I take him out with a Drain Punch, and that is going to be the end of the battle. So, GG, man. That was a really good battle, and holy crap, that was close. Yeah, just after that kind of battle, I kind of want to just go straight to the talk of the day. I want to leave the battle at that and, like, not spoiled. Anyway, talk of the day. Just Merry Christmas, guys. What are you going to be doing for Christmas? Tell me in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.